This show is brought to you by Boricua Beer, coming to your local retailer in September. This show has been brought to you by Taino Light Beer, coming to your favorite retailer in September in Central Florida.
Are you proud to be Hispanic?
Hispanics in Florida now have the first Hispanic car license plate in the United States.
Be a proud Hispanic.
Put the Hispanic plate on your car.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a scientist.
I want to be an engineer.
I want to be a police officer.
I want to be a professional dancer.
By getting the Hispanic plate for your car,
you will support scholarships and community programs.
Call now or visit HispanicAchievers.org.
I am for the child who's had 7 addresses in a single year because she's in foster care, because her father abused her, and her mother couldn't believe her. She is the child I am for. I am a volunteer child advocate. I am you.
Florida residents call toll-free 866-341-1425.
Hi, I'm Danny Ramos, and welcome to this week's edition of Hispanic Speak Out TV, brought to you every week for the past 14 years on Bright House Cable Networks. Don't forget to stay tuned for our next show, which is Latina Role Models at 10 p.m. I'm Danny Ramos, and I am here with William Garlington, Greg Perkins, and Jose Miranda. We're co-hosts of this show every week, and we're going to take kind of a new approach on this show. You know that we're political. You know that we talk the talk and we do the walk and we say it the way it is. We don't hold back. We have 2 Democrats, 1 Republican. You're registered as a Republican, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're registered as a Democrat?
Yeah.
You're registered as a Democrat?
And you're registered as a closet.
I'm registered as an independent, but you call me a closet Republican.
Independent Republican.
I'm registered as an independent. And what we're going to be doing here is starting, this group of guys will be doing a recap of the week's politics. There's a lot going on in politics right now in both political parties, and it's hard to keep up with it. So when you tune in to us, we'll be talking and expressing our opinions about what's going on in the previous week in politics with the presidentials coming up, and we'll also still be doing our informational pieces on community and what's going on in the Hispanic community. So how do you guys want to, okay, Jose, let's start off with you. Hillary Clinton, okay, my favorite subject and your favorite defense subject, all right? She has now been, she's involved with a situation where a judge has required her through the State Department to state the position of the emails, whether there are emails or there aren't, under the threat of perjury. And that's the first time that's happened, right?
Right.
Where a judge has actually said, if you lie, you're in state of perjury and you're going to be prosecuted for perjury.
Au contraire to your
I want you to help me
on this. Okay.
I want you to give me the Democratic perspective.
It's not democratic. It's just it is what it is. The legal aspect.
Okay, tell us.
Okay, the judge has ordered the State Department to push along the releases of documents that under the Secretary of State's, under her reign. Okay, and they're alleging that she has mail that she's still holding on to. What they now wanted to do, to attest in writing to the State Department by August the 7th, by August, sometime this month, to indicate by in writing, which would under oath, which would make it perjury if she lies.
And you're talking about Hillary.
We're talking about Hillary, plus anybody that has been involved, and they cited 2 of her aides. Okay. One is the wife of Anthony Weiner, a disgraced congressman, with lewd photos and stuff like that. So what they are alluding to here is that some type of emails do exist, a server does exist, but these are all allegations. She has indicated that there is no more, and what she's given them is what it is. And so it's up to the State Department, who, according to the judge, has been slack in responding to Freedom of Information Act lawsuit. That's
okay. Well, I think that's a fair assessment to that point. The judge also has the power to subpoena and have the server physically removed from her house.
If she has a server.
Oh, that means if she has a server,
right?
Or you mean the house could catch fire? Suddenly catch fire.
These are allegations. I mean, how do you go?
She said that she has a server.
Correct. Well, it could be any server. Okay, but what? How can you?
In other words, she said she has a server in her house that she's been transacting business with.
And you don't know how long that server's been in use.
Well, they can still have her deliver it, require her to deliver it.
Okay, so but
what's your take?
Well, as a Republican conservative, this is one of many things that offends me or I have an issue with Hillary Clinton, is that it seems like each week that she is entitled above everyone else of keeping her server or not disclosing her emails or of doing all this, where if it was a Republican or even General Petraeus, he had some sort of a classified document.
He was director of the CIA.
Right, and he was had some documents at his house, and he went to jail over it, and they seized.
Oh, come on, tell the whole story.
And they seized his documents.
Those documents to that girl that was writing the book, which is totally illegal. That could get you in trouble and blackmail you.
Right.
So tell the whole story.
Okay, so the whole story is Petraeus was wrong for having illegal documents at his home, or legal documents, sensitive documents, but Hillary Clinton, allegedly or not allegedly, is now under oath, perjury, that if she does or doesn't, we'll find out, but as a Republican, it's just another one of many things that she comes across as she's entitled to this coronation of, I'm the next president.
It's only perjury if she lies, if she's in court. I like how you guys just interject words that say Hillary Clinton has to go to court. Perjury. Come on, it's only going to become perjury if she lies. I don't think she's going to go to the court and lie to a judge.
Here's the point. The point is that when this whole thing started with Hillary Clinton, let's back up a little bit, okay? Everybody said at the very beginning, everybody was saying this email thing is going to dissipate, nothing's going to come of it. And what's happened is, since then, 400 emails have showed up that have had Benghazi in it. They had the schedule.
Which is a Republican mantra.
Hold on a second. It had Benghazi in. Not only did it have Benghazi mentioned in the emails that filtered through, because there were 40 emails that filtered through, but they also had the schedule of the ambassador for Libya in those emails, which was confidential, secret information, because you don't publish or you don't put that in emails.
What's illegal about what law has she violated?
Well, the law that she violated hasn't been determined yet. Hold on, because it hasn't gone to court. How does she violate? What it is they're doing the investigation, right? Now, she hasn't violated the law until she is prosecuted, okay, and convicted. So these are facts that are coming up.
You have to have a charge.
Okay.
You Republicans haven't come up with a charge yet.
It's the same charge that Petraeus had.
Okay.
Holding documents that are confidential and classified.
That's incorrect.
For giving her access, he gave those documents to her.
Well, here's the point.
She had access to.
Now, the FBI determined that. And the FBI now is doing the investigation to determine whether Hillary Clinton did the same thing.
We just want an investigation. We just want an investigation.
Yeah, and now it's gotten to the point
she should be charged.
It's gotten to the point that a federal judge who was appointed by her husband is now initiating an investigation and has threatened her if she doesn't say if there's a contradiction. If there is a contradiction in her,
he did not start an investigation.
Who?
What he did, the judge.
Clinton.
What the judge said to the State Department.
Get me the stuff.
Get me the stuff. That's all he said.
Okay.
He didn't threaten her.
So, I stand corrected on that. Now, what we're waiting for is the proof to come in a statement by her where she will say, yes, there is more emails, or no, there isn't more emails. Okay? If there is no more emails,
then what?
She will sign a document, and if they prove that there is more emails, she's perjured. Will you be happy
as a Republican that she writes down, no, there's nothing left?
She can write down whatever she wants.
You'll say no.
But
what if they don't find? What if they find her innocent? Right? Will y'all let it go, or will they come up with something else?
No, if she's innocent. Wait a second. If she's innocent, she's innocent. Okay. But the interesting part of this is that same judge has required 2 of her employees to do the same thing. They have to sign a document.
2 of her top aides.
Yeah, 2 of her top aides.
Now that's logical.
We just want the
why do you make it sound like, Oh
I'll
my
tell you
God,
why.
they got the
Because,
top aides.
You know why? I'll tell you why. You're asking me a question, let me answer. Because there's skin in the game. There's skin in the game. The aides don't have as much skin as Hillary does in the game. What does that mean? That means that the aide eventually will have another job and move on. So she has a great deal to lose by lying. So they're trying to draw
Why
her
are you
loose.
assuming that they're going to lie? They're just going to say
No,
that
I'm just presenting an alternative.
Okay.
The alternative is
Your
the
dream.
possibility. No, it's not my dream.
It's your dream.
I'm just stating facts.
You're a Republican. No,
This
you're
is
a
a
dream.
strategic move to see if they can draw loose any information from the aides who don't have as much to gain as Hillary does.
Okay.
You know? Now, one of those aides gets afraid, and if she does have information, I'm not saying that she does. Assuming that she has information,
Okay.
the House could crumble.
Okay.
Okay? The judge also, again, has the right to take that server out of her house.
Okay.
Okay? All right?
If
Are
he
we
finds-
agreed on all of this?
If he finds
So the
there is
game,
something to be had by getting the server, okay? Not a witch hunt, but it has to be on facts.
well, there could be a witch hunt.
No, there's no witch hunt.
Because you have to
That's against the
determine
law.
after you
No.
examine the server,
That's a
that'll
witch
tell
hunt.
you whether there's nothing there
That's
or
the
not.
question. So
What's a witch hunt?
Wait, the question to you is, both the Democrats, are you both offended that there is an investigation that may happen with this email in the server?
No, let
you don't have
it
a
play
problem.
out.
Let it play
Do you have
out.
a problem with him?
No.
Okay.
So that's what we want.
Okay.
But as soon as she is found to tell the truth, they're going to find something else.
No,
you guys
listen.
are never going to let that
Listen.
lady rest.
Let's
You're
go.
never
Wanna
going
go
to
back
let
to
her
Listen,
Wait,
I got news for you. This is going to make the difference in her political campaign.
Absolutely.
Okay.
She'll either run for president clean, and everybody's got to
Or
say
she'll
she
withdraw.
didn't have anything, or she's got to withdraw.
But don't
Correct.
forget, we have Rick Perry who's under indictment. So if he can run for
I don't give
president,
a heck
That's
about
right.
Rick Perry.
Rick Perry's not going to make
being
it.
under indictment is not a big thing for running for president of the United States.
Well, you know,
Okay,
so you say,
That's
are you
right, yeah.
comparing
No,
the indictment
I'm
to
saying
Hillary?
your guys. I'm saying
Wait a
your
second,
guys.
wait a second.
No,
Are
I'm
you
not
drawing
saying
a
that.
parallel
I am
to
saying
Rick
to
Perry
you,
to
you're
Hillary?
saying you want Hillary Clinton
Right.
convicted of something.
No, I
okay?
don't.
Yes, you do. You're
No,
looking. You're
what
doing a
I'm
witch
looking,
hunt.
no, what I'm
You're-
looking
you're
to do, the
involved
truth.
in a witch hunt.
You go first. Go ahead. You got
Okay.
60. Go ahead.
But no,
Get it out.
it's time to switch to another subject.
Okay. Well, I want
Okay.
to switch to another subject.
No, no.
I want to say what I want to say.
No.
So
Wait.
finish.
Good. No.
Without interruption, I'm going to.
We're going to go to the next subject. Bernie Sanders.
No, I don't want to talk about Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders. Yes.
No. You
But-
said,
but-
I wish Hillary Clinton all the best in the world.
No, you don't.
However, if she broke the law and
Right.
she's been covering it up, she should be treated like any other lawbreaker.
But she is, Danny. She's
It's
going
simple.
to court.
And we all have to wait and see.
Right.
Yeah,
Great.
wait and see.
You're
We all
actually
have to
saying wait and see?
Yes.
Good. We're good. We're
We have
on
to
the same page.
wait and see.
Okay.
Now, let's
He's
go
always got
back
the cups for it.
to
Yeah,
Rick.
yeah.
What was Rick Perry indicted, charged with?
He was trying to illegally fire the attorney general.
He was,
He's trying
and
to make
why
her
was he
resign.
firing the attorney general?
Because she had a DUI.
Because she got caught stinking drunk and got arrested by the police, and he felt the attorney general would not be a respectable attorney general who's been arrested for DUI.
Conflict of
Hey,
interest.
you have to get rid of half the AGs in
Well, wait a second.
America.
We're not
Okay.
talking about that. He brought up Perry. So let me ask you this. What happens if she would have hit a kid and killed somebody? Would she have been prosecuted?
Who's this?
The governor.
The attorney general.
The attorney general.
Of course.
Okay. So then it's valid that she should be thrown out as attorney general.
He's looking after
Who
the
the
state.
hell wants an attorney general who doesn't follow the law and gets drunk in a car
We
driving
wouldn't want
around?
anybody to have second chances. You have to a Republican
No,
mantra.
I think
no
you want to know
circumstances.
something? She can certainly have a second chance,
But not at that
But
job.
she's violated her responsibility as a law enforcement officer.
And no one can make a mistake. I understand
No,
Republican
they
mantra.
can make a mistake.
No, not as a Republican.
They can make a mistake.
Republicans are not allowed to have mistakes.
Well, I'm glad you said
Okay.
that. We're going to take a 1-minute break. We'll be back in a second.
Hi, I'm Gloria Puerta from Freedom Fortified Community Organization, today in Latino role model. And be yourself. Try to have your purpose in life and be a legacy of service.
My name is Milagros Rivera, and I'm a founder and mentor of Daughters of the Mighty King mentoring program for young girls. I am inspired and encouraged to be here because I want to see a new generation rise up.
Are you proud to be Hispanic? Hispanics in Florida now have the first Hispanic car license plate in the United States.
Be a proud Hispanic.
Put the Hispanic plate on your car.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a scientist.
I want to be an engineer.
I want to be a police officer.
I want to be a professional dancer.
By getting the Hispanic plate for your car,
You will support scholarships and community programs.
Call now or visit HispanicAchievers.org.
Hi, I'm Danny Ramos, and welcome back to Hispanic Speak Out TV, where we talk politics and the week in recap in a conversational format where we express different opinions. Again, introduce Jose Miranda, way out there as far as a Democrat. And then we have Greg Perkins, who's a reasonable Democrat. And then we have a friend here who's a conservative.
Extremist.
And his name is William Garlington, who actually came out with this book, which tells you how to fix America, by his opinion. And then, of course, you have me, Danny Ramos, who he says, I'm a Republican, but I am a registered independent.
No, I didn't
However,
say that. You're a closet.
No, I am a very conservative Democrat or a very liberal Republican. But anyway, let's get down to the subject, okay? What the hell is wrong with the politics in America that we have like 20 guys running from the Republican Party, okay? And then we have Hillary running, who's uncontested as the Queen of America. Where is the variety with Clinton? Why don't we have choices? And how come we have so many Republicans running that nobody really stands out except for Trump right now? And that's, okay, so let's start off with Jose.
Well, speaking on behalf of the Republicans.
By the way, you talk a lot, so you only got, 60 seconds.
Okay, by the way, but speaking for the Republicans, the reason that there's only 20 of them is because the other 20 couldn't fit in. Okay, but give them a chance. We'll fit in that other 20.
Okay.
All right. So on the Democratic side, I believe that there was a perception that Hillary was a solid, because the country is looking for change to bring in a woman. Needless to say, the first African American, the first woman, will be it for minorities in our lifetime. Okay, it will never happen again. So,
what about the guy who's from India?
Who?
The Republican from India.
Bobby Jindal.
Bobby Jindal.
He has like a snowball in hell. There's no way. His state is underwater. They're behind the 8 ball. He's cutting jobs and stuff like that.
Okay.
He's
Marco
cutting
Rubio,
education.
the first Latino.
He's cutting education and
Okay.
stuff. He's not
What
gonna
about
survive.
Rubio? He's a minority.
Rubio is going to be very good serving in the cafeteria. and it's going to be really, really well for him. Okay, but as far as President of the United States, it's not going to happen.
Okay.
Carla
Fiorina.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
A failed company? I thought that worked
She
well.
was HP in the ground. Now she wants to run America.
Okay.
But she could be the first woman instead of Hillary Clinton.
And to run the country to the ground further. Yeah.
Well,
okay.
She had her chance.
Better than Hillary Clinton.
No, I don't think
All
so.
right,
You haven't proven it.
okay. So
Anyway, just go ahead.
Greg,
Yeah.
we have a dynamic going on with extremes, and the people in this country are reacting differently than they have ever reacted before to elected politicians, and that can be seen by the phenomenon of Trump leading the pack.
Right.
And he's not a politician.
Right.
He's never been elected to office.
Right.
He's a bull in a china shop.
Right.
And all of a sudden he's leading by 10 points all the other Republicans who are institutionalized. Jeb Bush, Walker, all of these guys. What do you think about that?
Well, you know what Trump is resonating. First of all, he understands the media. Second of all, he's a great marketer. Third of all, he's a great businessman. Now, whether we want to admit it or not, our society is kind of turned into entertainment society. And all these Republicans, Democrats too, you already know what they're going to say, the same buzzwords. And so Trump say, no, I want the Mexicans to go home. I'm sick and tired of you black people. He just says it, right? And that's how guys at the bar talk. So that's resonating with a lot of people. Now, he didn't say it about, blacks or whatever, but he just says what he thinks. And I think people are just over these rehearsed speeches.
Because you know what, like I went to a couple of things, even with Republicans, and you have to wait there, the guy's talking for 10 minutes and you're waiting for the answer.
Right.
And it was a straight up answer. What do you think? What are you going to do about immigration? No, because of this and the social values, and we're a land of opportunity.
Protect the border.
Then, we have to protect the border, but at the same time, we can't discriminate, and they don't give you a straight answer.
Right.
And Trump's dynamic is, within 4 words,
That's
you got
right.
it in your
That's
face,
it.
like it or not.
That's it.
And he's drawing a lot of people. You agree?
That's right.
Yeah. What about Bernie Sanders? He's on your side of the fence.
Well, again, man of conviction, right? He says, look, I'm a socialist. You know what he is. So when he goes out there, you don't have to pretend. He's going to give you whatever he thinks from his heart. And people just want you to be authentic, right? Like, we all mess up. People just say, okay, it's no problem. As long as you're not lying to me, you're not cheating, you're not trying to beat me over there with the club. So he is, a lot of people are attracted to that. The guy's a socialist. Right. What are you, Bernie? I'm a socialist. He didn't cut corners.
Well, the thing
So
about
people
Bernie
like that.
is so cute about him. Okay, he's like
Cute?
He's cute about him because he's like your grandfather on the weekend.
Right.
Okay, that you come, you haven't seen on it, and Grandpa's going to tell you the story. Okay, and so you sit there and he tells you all the wonderful things that are going to happen, and America is hungry now for wonderfulness again. You know, I don't know whether we want to go back to Ozzie and Harriet times, or Leave It to Beaver. I'm not sure. It's a toss-up with how the country wants to go back to what was, and so I think that's one of the draws. The same way Trump is drawing, because he's blunt. He's
authentic, and I think that's a good word.
All the bartender people that are drinking at the bar say, "Yeah."
One of the things that you look at is we have become, like what you said, such a media-oriented society that every politician knows that whatever he says is going to be on Fox, Republican, CNN, Democrat. So they try to find a middle way to dance around the media reports, and they all are mush. They're all mush. What do you think?
Well, I agree with Greg's assessment of Donald Trump. He's resonating because he tells it like it is. He's out there. What the conservatives or the Republican Party will finally get tired of his rhetoric or upfrontness is he has no specific plans. Then it goes back to Bernie Sanders. He is authentic. Again, I agree. He tells it like it is. I am a socialist, just like Barack Obama said back in 2000. Barack Obama had no problem saying, "I'm going to be liberal," and he's been the most liberal president that we've ever had. You got to give kudos. You got to give kudos to these folks that say this. Now, the problem is where Bernie Sanders on the conservative side stands on socialism. But to answer your earlier question in the green room, why is he drawing a lot of crowds? My opinion is the voter who supports socialism are these people that are already dependent upon the federal government, and they like what he says because he wants to have more of a nanny state where we're all taking care of people, and that's not what we were founded on.
Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, but at some point, we're all socialists, right? We have free public schools, yes.
Social Security.
Right. We're going to get Social Security, right? Right? Traffic lights, the roads right down. That's all socialism. Well, that's the government buying stuff. Are you going to? You want people saying, "Hey, William, give me $20 for this road I'm building out," or would you just rather the federal government put that out?
I'd rather the federal government decrease their size and put it back into the states.
Okay, we are going to take a break. We'll be back.
My name is Raquel Garzon, and I'm a Latina role model. My advice to you is to always be yourself, be authentic, and to do always what you believe is the right thing.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Cooper and I'm a Latina role model. If you want to do what I did in my life, you want a success for your life, stay focused. Don't stop believing in yourself. Write down your goals and I will see you at the top.
I am for the child who's had 7 addresses in a single year because she's in foster care, because her father abused her, and her mother couldn't believe her. She is the child I am for. I am a volunteer child advocate. I am you.
Florida residents call toll-free 866-341-1425.
Hi, I'm Danny Ramos, and welcome to this week's edition of Hispanic Speak Out TV, brought to you every single week, Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m. on Bright House Cable Networks for the past 14 years. And I'm here with my co-host, Jose Miranda. Jose.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Listen, man, I hear that you have a beer coming out. What's that about?
Well, a few years ago, you know, the Hispanic community always goes to the beer companies because they look for sponsorship opportunities with the beer companies, and the beer companies have really been shutting down on providing any kind of sponsorships for Hispanic organizations. So I decided to come out with our own beer for the community. So 2 years ago we filed, and it's taken about 2 years to file all the paperwork, to get all the approvals for formula, to get everything in line. And finally, we have now are in the process of production, and we're launching 2 beer lines, 2 new beer products to compete with the big guys for the Hispanic community. The first beer is called Boricua beer, obviously targeted to Puerto Ricans, and hopefully will cross over.
Right.
It's going to be very similar to a soft Heineken. Not as bitter as a Heineken, nice, soft, smooth. and a little bit more alcoholic content. Heineken has a 5.5. Ours will be a 0.6. But it will be similar but smoother. And then we're coming out with a light beer called Taino. And the Taino is a 4.5, you know, great for going to the beach. You know, it's not so intense alcoholically. Very refreshing, very smooth, very light flavor.
Okay.
And what I did was I went to the community, and everybody said that there is no situation with getting sponsorships. I got in the car, I went to every Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in the state. I asked them point blank, are you getting help from any of the beer companies? They all said no. Are you getting any support for your events? They all said no. So what I did was I made a deal with every Chamber of Commerce in the state of Florida that they're going to share in the profits of these two beer products. So what will happen is that every bottle of beer, let's say, sold in Orange County, the local Chamber of Commerce, which will be, let's say, the Puerto Rican Chamber of Commerce, Central Florida, is going to get 10% benefit of the sales of the beer to their chamber, donated to their chamber. You got to be a nonprofit organization, all year long, 365 days, 24 hours a day. So they actually become, we sponsor them that way.
That's nice. That's very
well, it gets
smart.
It gets the community involved. They will use our beer at events. We already have our beer going to be at the Puerto Rican Day Parade event in Osceola Heritage Park. That's already been arranged. We'll be the only beer sold at Osceola Heritage Park. And again, the Puerto Rican Day Parade is a beneficiary of this beer product sales, profits, all during the year. We are going to give them money all year long based upon the profit that we make.
So this whole concept is about giving back, not just the beer product, but just giving back.
It's kind of a dual thing. It's kind of a social movement connected with launching capitalistic, positive capitalism. You know, don't take it all for yourself.
We'll give you some. We'll take care of you.
Let's partner with the community.
That's
you know, and we buy millions and tens, hundreds of millions of dollars in product, and that money leaves Central Florida. It never comes back. So what we're saying is the money's going to stay here in Central Florida.
Nice.
You know, and it's going to go back to community organizations that provide services to the community. This show is brought to you by Boricua Beer, coming to your local retailer in September. This show has been brought to you by Taino Light Beer, coming to your favorite retailer in September in Central Florida.
Are you proud to be Hispanic? Hispanics in Florida now have the first Hispanic car license plate in the United States.
Be a proud Hispanic.
Put the Hispanic plate on your car. I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a scientist.
I want to be an engineer. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a professional dancer.
By getting the Hispanic plate for your car,
you will support scholarships and community programs.
Call now or visit HispanicAchievers.org.
My name is Nilmarie Zapata, and I am a Latina role model because I believe that you can overcome any circumstances that come in your way and be the best version of yourself.
Hello, I'm Sandra Rivera, and I'm a Latina role model. Whatever your struggles are in life, whatever you don't have or don't have access to, don't use that as an excuse for not pursuing your dreams and moving forward. Get out of your own way and get out of your comfort zone, and you will be amazed at the growth that you will experience.
My name is Janitzi Velez, and I'm a proud Latina role model. Please embrace your uniqueness, be gracious, and everything that you do it with courage. You are great, and you will do great things.
I'm Attorney Yara Rodriguez. I am very proud to be a Latina role model. And for you, my message is never quit, keep at it, and work 24/7 for whatever dream you have, because your dream will become a reality.
Hi, and I'm Otero, and I'm a Latina role model. And I want to tell you, cut your excuses in half and face your fears. Fears are holding you back to becoming who you are meant to be in this world. Everybody has the potential to become whoever they decide to do. Follow your passion, follow your dream, and you'll be happy always.